Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Peace once again, and you're watching Payme Natural Flow. So today I'm back with a new video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial on how to achieve box braid with coily ends just like this. Isn't it so beautiful? Alright, if you want to see that, keep watching till the very end of this video. Before we start, if you're new to my channel, why don't you consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button down below and also hitting the notification bell right beside it so you could get notified when I post new video. So without wasting much of your time, let's just get into the video. So before installing your braids, you need to make sure that your hair is properly moisturized. And I use the Oleena Intense Hair Fertilizer Serum, the Scalp Massage Cream, and the Leave-In Conditioning Hair Spritz. I use the Leave-In Conditioning Hair Spritz because my hair is low pressure and it dislikes heavy products. So the next thing you need is your braiding extension, and I use the expression attachment or extension for this. So the next step is to cut open the seal using sealing the attachment, as you can see I'm doing in the video. So when you're done cutting it open, you bring out the attachment from, or the extension from the seal, and unravel it. When unraveling the extension, you have to be very careful in order not to mess up the extension. So this is me taking off the band from the extension, and the next step is to cut your extension. You have to cut depending on the length you want. So in this video I'll be using cutting 2 because of the length I want. So after cutting the extension, the next step is to feather your extension to give the ends a feathery look. So I already made some parts off camera and I decided to share the rest with you guys. So the next thing is to apply your leave-in conditioner on your hair. You spray it if it is a mist, but if it is creamy, you just apply it on your hair and smooth it into your hair strand to get penetrated. You know, you need to get that, especially if you are low porosity. So after this, you apply your cream. If you're using the LCO method like I am using in this video, apply your cream from the tip of your hair down to the roots of your hair. You smooth it in just like you did with the leave-in conditioner, and when you have finished applying the cream, you seal the whole moisture in that you have already applied with an oil. Apply the same way you apply the oil on your hair, from the tip, always from your tip down to the roots of your hair, and also try to massage your scalp as well to increase blood flow. Okay, so this is me smoothing in all the products I've applied on my hair to get it really stuck into my hair. So when you're done, if there is need, you comb out your hair. Make sure you start from the tip to remove any form of tangles. So when you're done, the next thing is to start braiding. But before you start braiding, you have to take a portion of the extension that you'll be using, and when you've taking the portion that you need, make sure when you're taking it you're careful with your attachment so that it won't get tangled as well. So when you've gotten the portion that you need, you divide the portion into 2, but dividing it into 2, one part has to be bigger than the other, so when you cross it, it will have same side, as you can see in the video. So this is me crossing them to give it an equal size, as you can see now. So when you're done, you put your middle finger in between the 2 sections to give it 3 parts, and then you start braiding. And when you start braiding, you have to section your hair with those 3 parts that you already sectioned with attachment. So this is it. You go into 1, 2, and then the last one, 3. That is how you start braiding, and you braid down till the extension is all braided. And when you're braiding, try as much as possible to hide your hair in the attachment so that your hair won't come out and become so frizzy before you take the extension down. So this is me braiding down the extension. So it's quite simple if you could braid your hair yourself. So you braid down, you continue braiding until you're done with that section, and I will leave you guys to watch and see for yourself. So when you've braided to a part where your hair ends, you braid a little bit down and tie it, take a little piece of the extension and tie it around, and then tie it more with a rubber band to secure that part so it won't unravel at the end of the day. So as you guys can see, we're gonna do the next one. Do the same thing you did to the other section. When you're done braiding your hair with the extension, the next step is to trim. Trim in a way that you don't trim out your natural hair, just trim out the excess extension that came out. So now the next thing is to coil your hair. Take a thread. I used a sewing thread for this, and you take two pieces of your hair and start threading in an African threading style manner. But this time around, know that you're threading loosely in order to get a bomb coil out. So when you've gotten to the third threading part, you draw the attachment, you draw the thread rather, to get it this coily look, and you tie it tight again and then thread down in a loose manner. Know that if you keep threading down, you won't really get a perfect coil like this, so you have to do it batch by batch. So this is the second batch. You still go down again in a loose manner. Note, when you make it tight, it will only create traffic and not allow the hair to coil this way. So you keep threading the hair like this until all of that section is all threaded up and giving a coily look like this. So guys, I don't know if you guys understand it, but we're gonna do another one so you guys could really see how I achieve this. It might look a little bit tricky and difficult, but believe me, it is easy if you are really careful with it. So I'll do the next one showing you guys. So you grab two parts which you are going to be threading. You thread just like I said in the first one. Thread it like you're doing African threading. Then make 3 steps loosely and draw it to get this coily look. Tie it and then make 3 steps or 4 steps again, very loosely. Note, because if it's tight, it won't really give you a perfect coil. So you draw it back and move to the next one. You still thread it loosely just like this. As you go down, it becomes more easier because the more the attachment, the harder it is, but the less the attachment, the more easier it is to get the coils. So as you can see, I'm doing so. This part now is very little and it is very easy to coil. So when you're done, you tie the tip up to secure it and proceed to put your hair in hot water, not really hot water, just mild hot water. And note, don't apply the hot water where your hair is, just apply it on that part where you already coiled, because you don't want the hot water to burn or damage your hair because it is hot. I really used a mild hot water, so you have to be really careful in order not to burn yourself if you are doing it yourself, or if you can't do it, you can also get someone to help you do it. So when you're done, you cut out that part where you knotted the thread and you start threading it in an anti-clockwise manner to get rid of the threading you used. So this is me doing it. It's quite easier to remove, and when you have removed it, you separate those two that you joined together, and then you have your coils. So perfect. So when you're done unraveling all of them, you apply a gel to hold the extension together so that it doesn't get rough at the end of the day. So the next step is to put your accessories, your hair accessories, if you wish to, but if you don't want to, you can just leave it. You might also be wondering what I'm tying on my hair. Well, it's called cord according to what the seller told me it is. It's called a head cord. You could use any color of your choice. So when you're done tying that around your hair, you go in with other accessories that you have. If you have it, you apply them, but don't put too many in order not to make it look too shouty or whatever. So when you're done, this is me at the end of the day, all tuned up, and guys, the coils are so bomb. So we've come to the end of today's video. If you really enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe.